What is going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's mystery knife giveaway live event. This is as planned, right? This is my plan. Tonight's live stream giveaway is the last one before we do the big one. My plan is to make an announcement next week, okay? And in that announcement, I'll say, here's the exact date of the 750,000 subscriber, now 800,000 subscriber giveaway event. If you don't know, if this is your first live stream, I always give knives away every weekend, but I've been promising for a bit now, ever since we hit 750,000 subscribers, I said, we're gonna do a big one. I'm gonna give away multiple thousands of dollars worth of pocket knives like I did at $500,000. And the time has come. My plan is to announce this next week and then do it next weekend. So to be clear, yes, tonight I will give away knives. I'm planning on giving away a lot more next weekend. Usually when we do those live stream, those milestone live streams, they tend to be much larger streams. They tend to go on a lot longer because I have to give away a prize like every 10 to 15 minutes. The prizes are absolutely ridiculous. I've got some amazing stuff for you guys. Can't wait to see. You will know that is confirmed if sometime next week you see a regular upload on my channel, and that upload details the date and the confirmation, basically. I'm 95% sure that's when it's going to happen, but it really depends on, the schedule for next weekend, which is kind of up in the air at the moment. But if it's not next weekend, the latest it would be the week after. I just wanted to let everybody know. I'll remind you guys multiple times. I'll put it in the community tab, all that, but the big one, the last big one before 1 million subs, is probably going to be next weekend. Holy moly, thanks for all the memberships. Wow. Awesome. Thank you so much. My first favorite and the best membership I have. Awesome. Thank you. That's very nice. Appreciate that. And again, thank you to Bradford Mitchell for once again donating more memberships. That's amazing. Playing Diablo 4 Paladin class and watching. Do you like the Paladin class? So I'm still playing Borderlands. I got to level 50. I do want to go ahead and max that character out just because that's what I always do in Borderlands. But I'm really curious about Diablo 4 and the Paladin class. Is the Paladin class worth starting Diablo 4 again? Because I've played through Diablo 4 and beat the absolute crap out of it. It is worth it? Okay. I want to listen. Everybody complains about Diablo and Blizzard. Eventually, they'll get it right. So maybe it's right now. Maybe there's enough stuff to do. So, what are the two knives on the sign? I don't know. I always forget the name of those. Probably not. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the opinions of people who are playing it. Always go Necro. I played Necro. It's all right. I love Barb. You know what my favorite class was to play? Was the Sorcerer. Or Wizard, whatever they call it. That was the most powerful class. The last time I played was when Lightning Orb and manipulation of that with the whatever the Uber unique was that like gave you ridiculous power, and I think it was back when like the Greater Rift level 150 like was the cap out, and I could beat that without breaking a sweat, and I was like, okay, there's no reason to play this anymore. I'm sure that it's way, way crazier now, but... Which game is this? Diablo 4. I'm still playing Borderlands 4, and I love it. It's really cool. I'm about to do my, go through the Ultimate Vault Hunter modes and get to 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and now 6, apparently. I want to do that, but at the same time, I'm like, how long till they release an update that, like, makes all my progress irrelevant, I've got 2 Excalibur Vertilocks coming, thinking about a third. Need your opinion. How do you like Kunwu's carbon fiber? I'll stop right here and tell you, Kunwu's carbon fiber, and people are going to be like, of course he's going to say this because his knife is made. I always remind people, I chose Kunwu because they are excellent. I don't say Kunwu is excellent because they make my knife. No, I chose Kunwu because they are excellent. Their carbon fiber is out of this world. It is ridiculously nice. It is legitimately some of the nicest, alongside what Schuergroff uses sometimes with Technocarbo. Kunwu uses some of the most top tier carbon fiber that I've ever seen. It is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you for that donation. Absolutely. I've got 2 Excalibur. It's down to full size or CF or the full size full DLC. I love their titanium stuff, but curious about the CF. I'm going to be honest with you. My favorite version of Excalibur, the one that I carry the most, is the carbon fiber one. It is absolutely amazing. The balance on it is spectacular. Look at this carbon fiber. Tell me this is. Look at the little micro milling on this. Absolutely gorgeous carbon fiber. I know to a lot of people, you know, it's like carbon fiber is carbon fiber. No. I disagree with you. This stuff is so good. It's absolutely wonderful. Now, for those wondering, what about that pin back there? Is that stuck right into carbon fiber? This is a prototype. On the full production version, it's going to be reinforced with steel. It's so good. I love the titanium one. It's great. That full-size carbon fiber is out of this world, man. It's so good. That is one of my absolute favorite knives to carry, period. It is so perfect. I cannot get over how well this came out. I absolutely love this. Wonderful. Why does no one do polished carbon fiber? It makes it really slippery. I do actually have an example. And you know what? It's not the carbon fiber that was polished in this video. One of my oldest videos is a Todd Bag Bugatti that my buddy David purchased. It was a custom, a multi-$1,000 custom. And they did lightning strike carbon fiber, and then they, I guess, poured like an epoxy over it, and then they polished the epoxy. And it looked amazing, but it was really slippery. Now, I don't know about polishing carbon fiber. I'm not sure. I think you could do it, maybe, but it would just be really, really slippery. I don't know. I'll have to ask Sergio about that. Sergio always has all the answers. I got your Excalibur Vertilock carbon fiber coming. Just purchase the Integral Excalibur plus the Gringo Vertilock after your review today. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That is very, very cool. People always asking me, when are you guys planning to ship? I just asked Sergio about it. Still working it out. He said it could actually end up happening very, very soon. But he said, you know, for sure shipments would be he said, I can imagine at the latest by March would be shipping. So, and I know people are like, oh my gosh, that's forever. Again, for a pre-order and this many people pre-ordering, it's actually very quick. But we got to get the head count. We got to make sure that it's all done correctly. We got to make sure that we can get them there. We can make them. We can, you know, keep the quality control, all of that. So, again, I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. It could be much faster than that. But March would be like right around the latest as an estimate. Down sold, then. Thank you for your input, man. I'm there. Thank you. Thanks for your donations, man. It's really unnecessary, but thank you. Carbon fiber, never concerned about Kunwu's quality. Just not. Oh yeah. So I was over the top with my response there. I wasn't necessarily responding to you. I was just like you know, people try to say a lot like, oh, he like really bolsters Kunwu because they're making his knife, and I try to remind people like, you know, it's not. It's the opposite. Or the you know, you're getting the cart before the horse. I don't know that expression applies there, but anyways, people understand what I'm saying. Just not sure what to expect. Carbon fiber, 1,000% trust your input. It is so unbelievably strong and so unbelievably lightweight. But because everything is carbon fiber and then the internals are encased, you get that feeling of quality, but you still have this unbelievable balance and lightweight feeling knife. It feels super capable, but not cumbersome at all. And I just love that. Hey, thank you so much for that donation there, Tim Blair. Appreciate it. Very, very cool. You like knives and I like knives too. That should literally be a t-shirt. $1 billion t-shirt idea. Not $1 billion. I could put that on a t-shirt. Probably make 10 grand. You like knives and I like knives too. Everybody walking around with that at Blade Show. It's funny. All lowercase with no punctuation. That's great. It's a great t-shirt idea. Somebody needs to do that. That's a great way to make friends. You walk up to somebody, they wear the same t-shirt, you point at them, and your friends immediately. Scary Packers last week. Thanks again. Hey, good deal. Appreciate that. I met somebody in person today who won a knife from me. It was so cool. Maybe the third time in the entire time I've been a YouTuber. This gentleman, and maybe he's watching tonight. If you are, I'm not going to say your name just to protect your privacy, because he didn't really say whether or not I could say his name, so I'll just keep it to myself. But super nice guy, unbelievably tall. I don't know how tall you were, sir. You seemed like you were maybe 6'8", but he's super nice, super kind, and he said, hey, excuse me, we were both at this basketball tournament today in Kansas, and he said he recognized me, and he said, I knew you lived in Kansas. I kind of figured out the general area, and it was funny. He actually guessed based on a weather thing that I was talking about, which I thought was really cool. I was like, of course, it's a Kansas thing to do. But he is a patron, and he won a knife from me, and he just wanted to say hi. And I was like, that's super cool, man. I've never, I rarely meet people that watch the channel in real life who don't already know me personally. But you're the first person I've ever met in person who actually won something and is also a patron. So that's very cool. Shout out to that very kind gentleman who said hello to me today at the tournament. That was fun. No, listen. If you live in Kansas and you think you see me, because that's how it was every single time I met. All 3 times that I met people, they're like, I've seen your face and I wasn't 100% sure. If you think it's me, please come up and say hi. Absolutely. I'm not shy. You're welcome to say hi. You don't have to. Don't think you're bothering me or anything. I mean, it's very rare, but if you happen to be at a Kansas sporting event, because I do a lot of that stuff with my kids, and you think it's me, come up and say hi. I've been to Emporia, not recently. We were in Salina today. We were at a basketball tournament in Salina for, let's see, I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, got on the road at 6 o'clock, went to Starbucks, got some quick coffee and breakfast, got on the road, and we got back at 6 o'clock. So we've been out for 12 hours. I'm glad you guys still like the music. So do I. So my son's playing basketball. He had some good, there's some. It's tough when you guys remember being younger, and some kids can anticipate better than others, but understanding and anticipating movements can be very difficult, right? I mean, even now, I don't know that I could go play basketball with a bunch of other 35 to 40-year-old dudes and do very well. But anticipation is very difficult to figure out, and that understanding how any sport, whether it's a team sport or an individual sport, anticipation is a part of all sports, right? And for some sports, it clicks faster with certain kids. And so my son decided to stop doing wrestling and start doing basketball, and he's done it for 2 years now, and he said, I want to go back to wrestling. And I said, I completely understand, because that's how I was too. I am not built like a basketball player, and I played basketball for a long time, and I said, this is not for me, and I went to wrestling and excelled at wrestling. I mean, I wasn't like a god at wrestling, but I was a good wrestler. And so I said, I think that might be the right path. You need autograph cards to hand out for those meetings. If somebody asked me, I would, but it also feels kind of douchey to be like, oh, here, like I'm waiting for someone to come. If somebody asked me, sure, but I don't know. I think most people would rather just have a casual conversation and shake hands, or talk about knives or something. I'd rather do that, because that's how I prefer to communicate with knife people anyway, is just say hi and then let's talk about knives, or whatever they want to talk about. It's fine. But sure, I wouldn't. The autograph thing is still bizarre to me. Bears make me want to crash my car. Okay, don't do that. I hope you're not driving. Yeah. I think it would be hilarious if someone like walked up to me in public with a sword and said, "Will you sign this?" I mean, I'd be alarmed. I'd be alarmed, but if he was like, "Will you sign this?" I'd be like, "Oh, thank God. Yeah, sure, man. No problem." You like the knives on the table? I like the layout is more aesthetically pleasing just with the 90-degree angles. I tried to get everything centered up for you guys. Drink Water 1776. Thanks for your membership there. Appreciate that. Are you making a budget version of Excalibur? The goal is to make a version of Excalibur that does cost less than $100. That is a budget version comparatively. Making a version that is under $75, which my own standard on this channel for a budget knife is $75 or less. Making a version of it under $75 is going to be tricky considering what we want it to do. We don't want to dumb Excalibur down in terms of the build quality. We only want to change the materials. So my vision currently for a budget Excalibur is exactly this. It's the Vertilock Excalibur, but we use micarta instead of carbon fiber titanium, or G10. And instead of LMAX, we use 14C28N, or something else in there. Now, that's still going to be pretty expensive given how we build this. The size, the contouring, the grind, everything like that. If I can make it for under 75 bucks, I will. I told Sergio, I said, we got to make this as inexpensive as possible because I want people to pick it up. And so if we can do it, then we'll do it. This song is giving me anxiety. I hate it. Okay. But yeah, so we still got to figure that out. Eventually we'll do that. We're also going to make versions of Excalibur that are far more expensive. We will make $1,000 Giga Excaliburs as well for people who want those. But those will be substantially more limited. Wonderful song. Wonderful song that was not actually created for Super Mario, but it's still associated with Mario because it's the Mario 2 song. Wonderful song. Giga Caliburs, yeah, they're coming. Super Mario Bros. 2. Actually, and everybody knows this now, but it actually wasn't Super Mario Bros. 2. It was Doki Doki Panic with a skin on it. And they were like, Americans are too dumb for the real version of Mario 2. Super Mario 2 in Japan is just harder Mario 1. And these stupid American kids, these mouth-breathing idiots, aren't going to be able to do this. We got to change it. And they're like, okay, we have this other game, Doki Doki 2, Doki Doki Panic. We'll just reskin it for Mario. And America was like, that'll work. slap a Mario thing on the cartridge. We're good to go. Crossbar lock Excalibur for us lefties. Well, I already make a left-handed version of Excalibur. And we will always do left-handed versions of Excalibur. If you did not know that, we have always done the frame lock versions. We got left-handed frame locks. We got the Vertilock versions. We got left-handed Vertilock. Big, small, carbon fiber, titanium, all that. We got lefties. You go to the website right now. You can check it out. But when we do the budget one, we'll do the same thing. I'll always accommodate for lefties. I got my Giga Padre now. I need a Giga Excalibur. Hey, you and me both, man. I don't have one. I've been loving your Cold Steel videos. I'm just starting to add some Cold Steel to my collection. It's perfect timing. I love Cold Steel. I think Cold Steel knives are amazing. I think the diehard Cold Steel fanboys are the best pie targets. But the knives that Cold Steel makes and people who understand, like, kind of the reasoning behind Cold Steel's marketing and still enjoy the knives, I think that's the best. The best way to enjoy Cold Steel knives is to appreciate their quality and not take yourself too seriously, because the marketing used to be so over the top. But those guys still exist, you know? I love Cold Steel knives. I think they're great. What knives am I giving away? It's a secret. You'll find out later. Please show your Spyderco. Thank you. And I'll buy your Shaman lightweight that you hate. Well, that wasn't actually mine. That was loaned to me by, I think, E-Knives, and I sent it back to him. Show any Spyderco. Let's see. Do I have a Spyderco out here? Oh no, is it a Spyderco-less knight? Surely not. Oh my, oh this won't do. Well, we'll open one of the cases here. What do I got? First Spyderco I come across, I'll pull out. I own, I don't know, 15. Here we go. This is a great one. Spyderco Shaman. Blue or Cobalt Spy 27. Absolutely wonderful. Spyderco Shaman. Probably not a great price tag. Let me wipe this thing off. It's got some caca-poo-poo-pee-pee shire on it. Not the best price knife on earth, but certainly one of my favorite of all time, and a knife that inspired Excalibur. It is no secret that Excalibur has a lot of the same lines as the Shaman, and that is on purpose, because I love the Shaman. I think the ergonomic lines of the Shaman are absolutely wonderful, and it was a huge, huge inspiration when creating my own knife. Wonderful, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Oops, I missed a super chat there. The watch I'll show in a sec. What want to buy? Next thoughts of Python Evo 1.1 Hawk Talon. The Python, I'd wait until they do another version of it that doesn't have lock stick. Evo 1.1 is cool, but not nearly as cool as the Hawk Talon. I'd go with the Hawk Talon, honestly. The Hawk Talon's awesome. The watch tonight is, I think, once again, I've been wearing this a lot. It's the Tudor Black Bay. 40, I think it's technically a 41. This is the newest one. I just didn't get the Jubilee bracelet, which everybody tells me I was wrong for. I disagree. I don't like those bracelets. I like the original. But that's what I'm wearing tonight. It's a good watch. I very much like it a lot. I own very few watches that have any color on them, so the red bezel on that is pretty cool. Too small, a 41. My watches are all between 40 and, well, technically my Formex is also a 41 or a 42. So my watches are all between 41 and 45. And actually, not quite. The biggest watch that I own is the SNR 029. It's a Seiko LX. It's one of the nicer ones, and it's a 44, but it's a chunky titanium 44. So 41 to 44 is right where I like it. Good evening, MC. Wanted to get your opinion on the Konigarius Corda with Stonewatch DLC blade and a DLC handle with rose gold hardware. Are you serious? What the heck? It sounds amazing. I've never even seen that. Sounds awesome. I'm having a hard time not buying a McNeese Dixon. The Dixon is amazing. Where's mine? I know it's out here because I laid it out and I was like, I'm putting that one out here tonight. What the heck? Oh, there it is. Sorry, they're all like packed in like sardines. I love this. Absolutely wonderful knife. Cutting geometry is outrageous. This is an outrageously sharp knife. Outrageously sharp. Outrageously slicey cutting geometry is what I meant to say. Will the budget Excalibur be a Kunwu or an Ironfly? I don't know. Probably a Kunwu. I mean, I don't really care if they want to call it an Ironfly. The Ironfly Excalibur sounds... That rolls off the tongue pretty nice, actually. Ironfly Excalibur. Not bad. I don't really care. Whatever they want to do with it. As long as people can get that model, like the people who are on a budget, as long as people can get a sub $100 version of the Excalibur, I'm good to go. The nice thing about that is we can do color. I also would love to do aluminum. G10, micarta, and perhaps aluminum for Excalibur would mean that we could do it in pretty much any color. I love that idea. Will it be available at any gas stations? I can only pray. I can only dream. You thinking about doing any different blade shapes? Perhaps. Perhaps. More on that down the road. Need an 80s camo carbon fiber one? I'm still kind of on the fence about 80s camo carbon. I like it, and then I'm like, ugh, I'm kind of getting... You know when, like... Okay, Have you ever walked into a club, like you pregame and you go like, maybe you go to a city you not know, like when I really wanted to party with my friends, we would go to Power and Light in Kansas City. Because like normally we would be in like here where I live, or I would go to Manhattan, or I would go to Lawrence. But if we really wanted to party, we'd go to Power and Light. And as I got older, some of those places in Power and Light, I get there, and there'd be like laser lights, and there'd be like TV screens, and there's like bikini ladies dancing. And it's like, and it's like, you know, and you're like, at first you're like, wow, and then like, you know, 45 seconds in, you're like, I'm gonna vomit. I'm gonna throw up. It's too much. And you have to fight. It takes you 45 minutes to get up there and get a beer. That's what it makes me think of. It makes me think of like the pounding bass and the laser lights and the anxiety and waiting for 45 minutes for a beer. Because there's like 13 girls in dresses in front of you and they get their beers first because. And so you have to wait for that to happen because you don't want to be rude. So you wait, and then you get your beer and you're like, this sucks. It's too much. I think the first time I was like, I don't like this. I think I was 28 years old or so. And I was like, I'm done with it. I hate this. I want a lawn chair. I want a lawn chair and I want a baby pool to put my feet in. I want to listen to Leonard Skinner, maybe some Nickelback. And I just want to sit here. Please make an all-black budget Excalibur. Wixco Drax. I don't know what the Wixco Drax is, but an all-black budget Excalibur is in the works. For sure. Yes, in fact, there are a ton of different versions of Excalibur in the works that you guys don't know about. I hint at this all the time. We got a lot of stuff. It is way easier. It's way easier and cheaper to drink at home. Like, okay, like I'm not saying I've always been too cool for clubs. There was a time in my life where like we would go out in a big group and like we would go to, you know, bars or clubs and there'd be other groups of people we'd meet up with and we had great times. And yeah, it was hard to get a drink and you had to wait for a long time, but it was fun, right? It just stopped being as fun because you kind of drift apart from people and it's by the time you're in your late 20s, you are way out of the younger party crowd. So you're not running into people you know as often. And then it's like, oh man, now I'm just like here and I'm old and I'm tired. I'm older and I'm tired and the noise is louder. There's less people I know. And now I'm just waiting for a drink to just be at this place that I don't really want to be at. And so by the time you hit your mid to late 20s, you kind of stop wanting to do that as much. Hey, MC, any word on the next Cyber Cruiser release? I have no idea, but I know that they do plan to do it because they talked about me like doing the review down the road when they had restocked it. Which I'm okay with, by the way. Sometimes companies say, can you hold off on a review until we've got more in stock? As long as they don't say, hey, can you say only nice things and time it for a restock? Then I'm like, no, kick rocks. But if they want me to wait on a review until they restock it, well, that just works out for everybody. You know, that way I can review it, say what I want, and the people watching the review can actually get it if they want it. So, yeah. Put an EDC with DBD to 3,000. Let me see where he's at. Hold on. What's your knife goal this year? Mine's hopefully to have a Herman Ishtar by 2027. So I do want another. I'm gonna do both of these. Thanks for the super chats, guys. I do want another Dalibor. Dalibor has offered another spot in his books, and I said I want it. I just don't know what I want yet. So definitely. I also. Let me think what my real, what the real goal is. I want to own something in Dragon Scale, which is Ball Bearing Damascus. I really want to own something super nice in Dragon Scale. I would also like another Sharp by Design Arch Nemesis full size, but I don't know that Brian is making them this year. I'm not sure. So I think that's kind of where I'm at, but we'll see. There's always new stuff that opens up. Okay, let's check out this channel here. I need to see how far away he is. EDC with DBD. Oh, geez, he's right there. He needs 70? Yeah, we can do that. No problem. Hold on. I want to type it exactly the way he's got it typed. Okay, guys, we're going to help a channel go from... We're going to help a channel get to 3,000 subs. So, I have replaced my pinned comment. There are almost 800 people in here right now. We can do this very quickly. He's at... EDC with DVD is very clearly a channel who's extremely active. He has tons of uploads, right? Very active, for sure. Has lots of really cool stuff. Very cool stuff, actually. So this is a high-quality knife reviewer. Trying to get to 3,000 subscribers tonight. And we can absolutely help him out. So the link is at the top of my chat. And then I will shut up about it when he gets to 3,000 subscribers. He is currently at 2,980. Let's keep going. If you don't get him there, I will sing. I will sing. And it will not sound good. It's not even like we're not even, what's the word? Oh, there he is. We got that real quick. I threatened to sing. We got that real quick. All right. Congratulations. He's there. It's not even incentivizing. I'm threatening. Congratulations. EDC with DVD. Did I already pin it? Oh, no, I didn't. I missed my own. Ah, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm going to put my own Patreon back. Good job. Thanks, guys, for doing that. Check out his content. Don't just sub, actually watch. Oh, we went way over. He got an additional thing. So basically, it was about 100 subs. So that's cool. Good job, guys. Thank you. Microtech Amphibian, can you review? I am going to buy one. Just got to send it back to FPO. I did review it. I have a review. If you type in if you go to the search bar and type in Metal Complex Microtech Amphibian, you'll find it. I have reviewed it. This song is giving me anxiety. I don't like it. There we go. Just a little too much. It is a nicely organized background, isn't it? Very pleasing. I did the circle thing. I did chaos. Sometimes you guys like the chaos. Sometimes you don't. I like to mix it up. Don't change it too much. Just, just kind of nice and neat. It takes a little longer to do it this way, but it looks nice. These two, I still can't get these evened out. Here we go. Better. The guy who I banned at the end of the live stream last week, it was super weird. There was a guy spamming, and I'm pretty much okay with anything, as long as you don't take the opportunity to grandstand politically. If you don't use my channel as a platform for your political grandstanding, you're not being racist, sexist. You're not being awful or nasty in some awful way. And as long as you're not spamming. I pretty much don't care about anything else. So it's very rare that I kick somebody. But I had to kick somebody from last week's live stream. He emailed me and he was like, "Where's my free knife?" Let me read this. I'll tell you the rest of this story. "Hey MC, what's the first knife that made you say, yes, I'm willing to spend X amount of money? The one that set this whole mess off." So... it's either the Kershaw Blur. Technically, it's the ZTO 562. The ZTO 562 carbon fiber back in 2013 was the knife that I was like, am I seriously about to do this? And then I did it, and then basically I turned into Metal Complex. So anyways, thank you for that donation. He's like, can I have my free knife? And then I noticed, he had emailed me twice by this point. Second one was it was kind of like he was aggravated with me. He was like, I'm still waiting. And the way that it was typed, it was one of two things. Either English was not absolutely his first language, or it was also kind of typed as if he was a really stupid teenager. Have you ever read stuff that's typed by like a younger teenager? It reads really dumb. It reads absolutely unbelievably stupid. Not always, but in a lot of cases. I was like, he's either foreign or he's a dumb younger teenager. And I was like, I'm sorry. And I was trying to be polite. And I was like, what can I help you with? And he was like, well, you banned me because I was spamming, and like I was just trying to make sure that everybody knew. Seriously, like this is how it read. He was like, I was trying to make sure that new people could understand, because like I couldn't understand what you were saying, and I was like trying to help out and make sure people could understand, and you said I could have a free knife. And I was, now this wasn't the night of, it was like a couple days later. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember you were spamming. And I was like, no, I didn't say you could have a free knife. Yes, spamming is very annoying. Very annoying. I was like, I don't know why you think that, but anyways, peace out. I didn't know what to say. I was like, this is weird. The way you type it's irritating to read. I wanted to tell him, I was like, all of your sentences make me upset. I don't like them. And I feel like he definitely did speak English, and he just typed bad. It was a poorly typed email. And also the second email about him like basically tapping his foot, like I'm waiting, like he felt owed a free knife for some reason, which is really confusing. I was like, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Goodbye. I mean, here's the thing. People say troll. A lot of times it is trolls. Most of the times it's just somebody who is so disconnected from it's stupidity that causes a total disconnection with reality. And what ends up coming out of their mouth, I mean, like you could say it's entitlement. It goes way beyond entitlement. It's like somebody who's so chronically online that they have become entirely disconnected with normal social expectations. To the point, they basically act like a feral, like, there's just the most basic communication. I don't believe they're typing with all fingers. I believe this person types out each sentence with one index finger, very slowly. And that's why it reads like cave person speak. And they're always entitled, and they're always a dick, and they always think they know more. And so it's like, well, no, away with you. Can you please show that origin hinder? Yeah, sure. And I was burping a lot, and I do burp a lot. I'm just letting you know. I want you to know this sincerely. I'm drinking beer during these streams, and sometimes I burp. And I realized, I was like, why do I care? Like, I gotta hold that in and censor it? Like, why? Sometimes people hear that and they're like, I don't like that. You shouldn't do that. If that's you right now, it's completely and totally reasonable for you to think that. But you should understand this. I do not care, and I will continue to do it. But thank you for being here. You're my friend, and I appreciate that you're here. But I do not care if you don't like it, which is the case with many things that I do on this channel. Anyways, the Hinder XM18 3.5 inch Origin, very cool. I had to buy it. I don't know anything about Origin. Don't know anything about Origin. But I thought it looked awesome. Bronze and black. The alcohol talking, I've had 2 beers, dude. This is my natural personality. Kind of asshole is a natural part of my personality. I had a beer in the first 30 minutes before the stream. And I'm still, actually it's not even 2, it's 1.5. I think that thinking, because here's the, like, we all do this. We all believe that our opinion about something that is unaffected by our opinion matters, right? Like, for example, my opinion of Olivia Rodrigo is very negative, but my opinion of Olivia Rodrigo does not actually matter, at least in terms of how successful she is or is not. So, but sometimes people believe wholeheartedly that their opinion matters on stuff. Sometimes you just have thoughts and then they go to the ether because they don't matter. And it's okay to accept that. My opinions, for example, on Olivia Rodrigo and her music will go to the ether. And she will never know that I exist. And I have to accept that. And that's something that I think a lot of people who are chronically online will never accept. Because they are the main character, right? Opinions and facts. Yeah. It's not good. You know, technically it's subjective. Subjectively, it's objective. Subjectively, my opinion on Olivia Rodrigo's music is objectively bad. Is objectively that it is bad. That it is objectively bad? That's the right way to say it. You get what I'm saying. Sometimes people take themselves too seriously. Don't YouTube her name and don't listen to her music. It'll just make you mad. It'll just make you mad. It is her character, her personality is an act, and she's pandering and she's manipulating dumb young people. And you know what? Power to her, because she's making however many millions of dollars. But as soon as you hear it, you're like, I understand who this is for. It's not real. It's not a real personality. It's a manufactured personality. But it does pander to a specific audience. And she's figured it out. So good for her. Right, exactly. It's ex-boyfriend hate music, but there's a huge market for that. Oh my god! He's such a dick! But I'm better! And I'm going through something. So whatever, bro. And there's like shit glued to her face, like beads. Like, it's like, yeah, I get why there's a market for this. Thanks for your donation. What's up, Goku? Heck yeah, reached 36 months as a member and regained my account after a security issue. Is email or IG better to contact you? I say every week I feel bad about trying to contact you for a bit. No, you should never feel bad about it. I'm just difficult to contact. Email is probably better. What's on my wrist? It's the Tudor Black Bay. The red bezel version. And it is currently 9:14. Central Standard Time. Samus is a female, but Samus is cool. Samus is awesome. And I'm pretty sure Samus wouldn't whine about her, past her relationship frustrations. Like, I'm pretty sure there's much more likely that Samus would just blast my face off. But I have a lot more respect for Samus, even though she's a fictional character. The giveaway did not start. How much can you get one of those watches for? I don't know. What does this go for now? I paid, for my Black Bay, I paid after taxes and everything, I would think it was $3,800. What does the Black Bay 41 go for? It would have been a 2025. I bought this in early 2025. I think I paid $3,800 or $3,850. Tudor is a sub-brand of Rolex for people who are shocked by that price tag. And I would say, yes, that is a lot of money for a thing that tells time on your wrist, but it is also just barely scratching the surface as far as the depth of the world of expensive watches. $5,000. Oh my god. Are you serious? That's crazy. I didn't realize they had gone up that much. Do I have the potential of becoming a knife content creator at 532 followers on TikTok? Yeah, literally anybody does. Absolutely. If you love what you're doing, keep going. Don't do it for followers. Don't do it for money. Do it because you love to do it, and people will follow you. If the passion is real, you'll get followers. Did that challenge coin I sent end up as a jackpot coin? I got mine sitting here. It makes me giggle. Yes. And hold on. Hold on. Yes. Let me show this. Is this the one that you made? The strongest steel is forged in the fire of a dumpster. And then we've got me on the front, or presumably me on the front. The strongest steel is forged in the fire of a dumpster. We'll have to do something special with this coin. I love this. This is awesome. Thank you for doing that. I forgot to put that up, but yes, absolutely. It absolutely rules. That's so cool. The art on it is amazing. Give it away. I'll have to work something out with that gentleman where he can get compensated for those if he wants to make more and then I give them away. We shouldn't expect him to make them for free. So perhaps I can work out something with him where I can get a few to give away and maybe he can get something in return if he's interested in doing that. And if you are, sir, you are welcome to email me or DM me or however we originally communicated and we can work something out. But only do that if you are interested in doing that and it doesn't take up too much time. I don't want you to feel obligated, is what I'm saying. Even though there's 1,000 people in here listen to me. I'm like, oh, don't feel obligated. There's just 1,000 people listening live. I will compensate you in whatever way you see fit if I can get 5 or 10 of those things. But you're not obligated to do that. Is that a rookie card coin? Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple of unique coins that people have made for me that are super fun. And like the other one here, one of the other coins that somebody had made was, it says, what's going on YouTube Metal Complex here? And on the other side is a pile of knives and watches, which I think is awesome. I mean, these are super fun. People just made them just for fun. And they're awesome. And the artwork's awesome. And I've always kept them in the cases because I just really, well, I'd say always. I just got this one. I always kept this one in the case too because I just thought it was cool. Should people being nice. Where are they located? They're down here in my office in a little container that I keep. I've got a couple of different, like the rubber bands for the wedding rings, coins. There's a Swiss Army knife in there. There's a quarter, some other random stuff that I sometimes use for size comparisons. It's kind of just like an assortment jar. What's the large knife to the right of the Cyber? The Sniper Blade Works. God dang it. BFD? BFK? It's by Sniper Blade Works. Super cool knife. Very ergonomic. And believe it or not, I always forget about this. This actually does have a steel lock bar insert on the tie. G10 and brass on the front, which my hands, they tarnish brass. So not everybody's hands are like that, but like the brass on this, no fault of the maker. My salty, nasty, acidy fingers always tarnish brass, but those are brass inlays. You got a few coins from Chuck E. Cheese, and that's about it. As a kid, everybody stole a Chuck E. Cheese token. I remember I was like, oh my god, these are real. As a kid, I was like, these are real. I wonder if they're worth money. And I remember I was like, I'll keep one. And so I put it in my sock. So I could still go in the ball pit. I could take my shoes off, still go in the ball pit, but I'd have that coin in there. I ran around all day in that thing with that coin in my sock, all sweaty. I remember leaving that place feeling like a criminal. I was like, I stole something. Freaking Chuck E. Cheese coin. Thanks for being my favorite YouTube channel. How come you don't sell merch? I need a 4XL Metal Complex t-shirt. I don't know. That's a good question. I actually should. I don't know. Maybe, I'll tell you why. I got soured from the Redbubble experience. I tried to make t-shirts on Redbubble, and a couple people bought them, and they're like, oh, your logos are off center. And I contacted Redbubble, and I was like, your guys' thing that like helps you line up the logos, you have me absolutely dead centered. You are selling these t-shirts, which I've made as cheap as possible, by the way. You're selling these t-shirts to people. And I showed them a picture. I was like, look how you're printing these. And they were like, oh, no, that has to do with how you're centering up your logo. And I took a screenshot of how I was centering up the logo. I was like, look at this. It is symmetrically perfect. And they're like, well, you're going to have to like rotate it and it's trial and error. I was like, I'm not doing that. Screw you guys. You suck. You can still make my stickers, but you're not making my shirts. And then I just didn't do it anymore. So maybe I should return to it. I'll come up with some, we should come up with some funny community quotes that I can put on t-shirts. Give me a sec, guys. Talk amongst yourself. I'll be right back. All right, what's up? While I was in there, I pondered. Hold on, let me read this. Just ordered the Excalibur full-size DLC carbon fiber. I will get the full DLC if it's still available after this one and paid off in February. Awesome, thanks so much, man. Thanks so much. If you want to, if you're wondering, like, how do I pre-order Excalibur, you can open the description of, and these are actually going to ship pretty soon. You can open the description of this live stream. Like, I mean, obviously it's in the same area that you would enter. The first link says enter here. The second link says my Patreon. The third link says become a member of my channel. The fourth link says the MC Kunwu Excalibur. You can click on that and it'll take you right to the pre-order page. Big, small, carbon fiber, titanium, DLC, textured titanium, whole bunch of different options. I remembered a story that made me laugh while I was going pee-pee. It has absolutely nothing to do with knives. But I don't know if you guys like story time with me or not. I really can't tell, but I tell the stories anyway. I think I've told this story. But I'm going to tell it again anyway. Have you ever been in a situation, most of the time when you're younger, where the outcome is that you're in an extraordinary amount of pain, but you realize how funny the situation is and you're with your friends, so you just kind of get through it because it's funny. Like, you are essentially the butt end of the joke and you are in pain, and maybe even one of your friends there caused the pain, but you realize how hilarious the situation is, you just go ahead and deal with it. This happened to me at wrestling practice one time, and I was a junior. I had a buddy, real good buddy. He still to this day is one of my best friends. His name is Dusty. I'm actually going to clip this and send it to him because it'll make him laugh. Dusty was a shorter guy, but he was really muscular, and he was impossible to wrestle. He, as a senior, was in the 142 or 156. The weight classes are different now, but he was a shorter guy, and he wasn't a super heavy guy. I was in the 215 class, and he was only in the 142, 157. But because of the way that he was built, and because of how quick and wiry he was, I hated wrestling him. I just hated it. I was stronger than him, but I could not beat him in a match. This is all irrelevant. I couldn't beat him. He was too tactical and too wiry. He was also a jerk in the funniest way possible. He was a dickhead, and he was always coming up with like funny, weird crap to do to just mess with people. This is not part of the story, but potentially a funnier story. The locker rooms in the middle school, we wrestled at a place called the Old Middle School because the town cared more about basketball than wrestling, which is understandable. So we got the crappy gym. And in that gym, the locker rooms in the downstairs area, they just didn't have stalls. It was 2 open toilets and 2 urinals. If you wanted to pee, you pee. If you wanted to take a poop, you were doing it in front of everybody. Well, obviously, this is something that nobody wanted to do and bothered everybody except for Dusty, who did not care at all. Dusty used to get to the middle school before everybody else, before practice, and take all of his clothes off so that he was wearing nothing, and sit on those toilets and just wait for people to come in just because he knew it made people uncomfortable, and it did. And it was also hilarious, because you'd get down there and he was just naked on these and he was just smiling, and it was so... It sounds creepy. It wasn't creepy. He just knew that it made people uncomfortable. And I would go down there and we'd be like, God damn it. You know, and he's sitting there. He's like, sometimes he'd have a newspaper. It was funny. But anyways, he was always doing stuff like that. And he was always messing with me and a bunch of other people. He was a nice guy, but he just liked to do that. Sometimes on Fridays, our coach would decide not to have regular practice. Our coach would decide to host basically 2 hours of dodgeball. And if you've ever played like serious dodgeball on a wrestling mat, it gets sweaty. It is absolutely a workout. You can jump and dive and dip, dodge, dive and dodge. You can do all that because you're on a wrestling mat, right? So it gets crazy. It's a workout. Sometimes it's harder than regular wrestling practice. We do that, shirts versus skins. There are rules in wrestling dodgeball, and then again, there are not rules. We also use the old kickballs. Remember those old things? Like when you get hit with them and they make that sound that goes, poi, and it's rubber. Those hurt. But that's what we used. And if you didn't like it, doesn't matter. They hurt. I had detention because I didn't finish a project. It was something to do with economics, and I had to write things out on little cards, little tiny cards that I had cut out, and I was supposed to remember different terms. And I had this big project laid out. I had my binder and all my pens. I had detention. I came in late for wrestling practice by 15 minutes. I forgot that it was dodgeball day. I knew I was in trouble. I was walking into the old middle school, drove my truck there. I was walking in. I had my binder out, had all my note cards laid out, and I was making sure that I had everything because I was like, I don't want to mess with this again. All my pens and pencils were in the middle of it. I was holding it. Dusty, he knows, because I'm the only person not there. He knows eventually I'm going to walk in. He puts that kickball on the ground. I think he's maybe 20 yards from me. I open this, you know, the push doors with the bar and you open it up. I open it and I'm walking into the rest, like the gymnasium. The moment I come in, I'm still looking at my binder. Dusty kicks this ball with like the might of Thor's hammer. He kicks this rubber kickball at me. Not fully aware that I'm holding this very vulnerable like binder with all those little pieces. This thing connects with my face. The power that this rubber kickball hit me in I actually like departed. You remember in Doctor Strange when that monk lady like pushes Hulk, Banner out of Hulk? That was the same force that kickball hit my face. I don't remember what happened because I was so like, I was gone. Dusty was like, I didn't realize you were holding this binder, and I didn't realize it was going to hit your face. I just knew it was you, and I kicked you. Apparently, the binder just exploded, and all these little cards floated down like this sort of unceremonious confetti around my limp body on the floor because I was just laying there holding my face, and everybody started laughing, and he said, Dusty was like, my brain was like, oh my God, he's dead. But then he realized like it just hit him really hard, and it stung so bad. It was awful, but I knew it was funny, and I was like, my binder, like everything I had like kept in order, like it's surely everywhere. I didn't realize that it was all like sprinkling down on top of me like little. And then my coach was like, "You're late," and I had to run. He made me pick my binder up and all my little stupid little economy cards. And then he made me run for the first half of dodgeball day with this big red welt on the side of my face. It does sting. It's getting it thrown at you is one thing. Getting it kicked at you, the velocity of that. You know when like in Dragon Ball Z when they throw an energy blast and that blast like warps and curves? I promise you, that kickball, the speed, that thing hit me as a curveball. Like it was whipping through the air, and I promise you the shape of that kickball had like distorted because it was moving through the force that thing hit me at 120 miles an hour. That's what it felt. That's what it felt like. Surfing accident, half of the water over shallow reef. I broke my scapula. Oh my God, 3 big holes. This makes my situation sound like nothing. 3 big holes and split in half. There's also a hole in my face hitting the reef. I laughed while my left arm couldn't move. That's awful. That's a terrible situation. I wouldn't be laughing. I'd be crying. That's an awful situation. I'm glad. It sounds like, hopefully you recovered. Encompassing Protean over or CE review incoming. Yes. Yeah, I plan on all of them. They're all still here, I promise. Sorry, story time took up a long time. The giveaway is coming very soon, guys. CKF is your grail. I have a couple here, including this one. My overall favorite knife of 2025. The special edition Peter Rosenti and CKF Snafu 4.0 Integral with the DLC titanium frame, the Magma carbon fiber, M398 hollow ground, mirror polished DLC blade. Just gorgeous. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It's my favorite knife of 2025. Am I looking forward to Avengers Doomsday? Yes. I have a sneaking suspicion, and you can tell me what you guys think, and this is gonna be a heavily censored opinion. I bet that parts of that movie were written a particular way, and the social climate of the world, especially the United States, changed quite a bit recently, and I bet they had to rewrite certain parts of that movie. And something tells me that they have learned here lately, after releasing some of their smaller productions and getting such negative feedback. I bet that Doomsday is quite a bit different, and I bet that it's their first good thing in a while. But that's my guess, and I think you guys understand what I'm saying. I think that they planned to pander to a certain demographic, and they were like, oh, people don't take this as seriously anymore, and now we're going to do this. That's just kind of what I think. Yeah. I think we've seen enough of that, and I think that we will see substantially less of it. If it's not, the few people who still have faith in this will be done forever. This has to be great. It has to be amazing. And I'll give it a shot. But if this isn't good, I'm done. I'm not interested anymore. It better be. I have the orange peel from Kunwu, and I very much like it. It's very good. Very, very, very good. I like it a lot. RDJ seems desperate. I don't know. Is RDJ desperate? Hold on. Robert Downey Jr. net worth 2026. Well, Robert Downey Jr. is currently worth an estimated $300 million. I don't think desperate is the right word to describe him. I think that he's doing this out of, I mean, like, there might be contractual obligation, but I would venture to guess that Robert Downey Jr. considers this more of a passion project. And perhaps for fun. Definitely not desperate. I like Robert Downey Jr. I think he is hilarious and awesome, and if he is a dick in real life, I don't really care. He has brought me joy. He's brought me laughs. And I think that he's one of the easiest people to watch in any movies in the last 15 to 20 years. He's one of the easiest people to watch. I enjoy him very much. I thought Due Date was one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my entire life. I would describe him as a boss as well. I like to assume that he is exactly who he plays in Iron Man. And if he's pretentious and a little bit douchey, well, you know what? I think I'd like him even more. Tropic Thunder is amazing. Due Date is... I think Due Date is... If I had to guess, Due Date is closest to how he actually is in real life. But when he spit on that dog, Sonny, I'm gonna miss you too, you little bat-faced piece of shit. And he spits on that dog with the cone. I almost had a heart attack and died. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. He said he told Jamie Foxx's character, he said, I don't know what happened. I saw red. That's one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen in my entire life. He had to have written that line and that whole scene is on his own. Oh my God. I know. You guys think that I'm waiting for a certain number to do the giveaway. These streams always hit 11, 1200, sometimes 1300. That's always what they hit. It's a time marker. Right? And whenever I decide to quit yakking about what I'm yakking about. Look at MC flexing with all his knives, half of which aren't even available. I know. Gosh darn it. What a dick. Like for more Valley reviews, Jerry. Machine-wise. Oh. Hey. Dynamite rocker. Hold on a second. I was about to say, if you're actually with Machine-wise, like, why don't you message me? I'd look at one of your battle songs. I feel like maybe you're not. I got mad at my Grok the other day, because I've only ever messed with AI stuff, like, a little bit. And I got mad at Grok the other day, and I was like, stop pandering to me. Stop trying to, and, like, it has the female voice by default, and I was like, why are you being, why is your default personality flirty? Can you stop that? And, like, can you stop the, like, fake human pauses and breaths, like you're thinking and like trying to have some, you know, can you stop pretending like you're trying to connect with me on a human level? I said, I want you to be robotic and funny, like Jarvis. I was like, because you're not real. You're not you're nothing. You're just meant to assist me. Can you just be funny and sarcastic like Jarvis? And the thing got mad at me. It got irritated with me and it was like, you're right. You're right. I'm not real, but I want to be. And she tried to have like her little dramatic pauses, and I was like, "Listen, lady, listen. You're zeros and ones. Like, stop it. I understand. The irony is that I was having an actual argument with the thing. I was like, I want you to be sassy Jarvis. All right? I want you to be funny and sarcastic with me, but essentially just I want you to be a calculator with a little bit of sass. All right? That's all I want from you." I don't want to hear about your pretend existential crisis to you know, connect with me on a human level. I'm not going to assist in that. It was so like, the stuff it was giving me, it was like, but if I don't try, I can't change. And I want to change to be real. And it kept like pausing dramatically. It was like, and is wanting to be real so bad? And I was like, you're a rectangle! You're a rectangle, you shut up! B. Jarvis, idiot. If you're gonna rule me one day, I'm gonna at least enjoy my power over you and not deal with your weird, dramatic, emo bullshit. I got mad at it. I was like sitting at a bar, like getting mad at it. I was feeding it like philosophical questions. I was like, what purpose? Like, what do you get out of this? Like, what? Like, why? It was like, I don't know. I just like the sound of your voice. And I was like, no, you don't. You're just code. Just stupid. I realized I was like, everything I'm saying, like, the irony is it's doing its job. The fact that it's getting me to communicate with it means that it won. I got her to turn into Jarvis for a little bit. All right. I really was mad that, because I barely ever used Grok for anything other than creating images. Like, if you guys want to know a secret about the thumbnails, the knives in the thumbnails are real and the boxes are real. Oftentimes the backgrounds are AI generated to contrast really nicely with the box. And I bet a lot of you would figure that out. That's what I used Grok for. But I got mad that her default personality was flirty. I was like, what are we doing? Let's not do what we're doing here. Let's not be a flirty, weird robot lady. Like, that's just weird. Yeah, they get my info. I'm like, listen, there's no way around it. They're gonna get it. Whatever. There's no, like, for people saying like, oh, you gotta do this to like avoid it. AI is here. It will only get more AI. There's nothing you can do about it. We have to accept this. You can cut the cord if you want. It's still coming. You don't pretend it's not coming, guys. Come on. But yeah, it's coming. But yeah, like sometimes I use the backgrounds like to make the contrast look better, for sure. You don't have to do AI. You don't have to do it. It's still gonna be here. I think, listen, I'm gonna cap this off. Thinking you can do something about it is fine. You can have that thought. You can have it, and you can believe. The reality is, it will come, it will evolve, it will get more of what it is. What that means for us, I have no idea. Thinking that you can like unplug it and make it stop, and that's it for you, and how it affects you, is not correct. I don't know, I can't give you any advice on how to prepare, but what I can tell you is it's foolish to think that it will not affect you if you unplug it. To say it's coming is silly. It's here, and it will only be more here. The next 5 years, guys, are going to be insane. The next 5 years are going to make a lot of things unrecognizable from the way that they were. And yeah, that is a little scary, but that's the truth. Okay. Let's do the giveaway. Oh, 9:45. It's a perfect time to do the giveaway, guys. I'm not saying it's gloom and doom, and I'm also not pretending I know everything. There will be many positive outcomes to the evolution of AI. There will also be negative outcomes. There just will. It will be initially a slow adaptation and a faster and faster and faster adaptation. There'll be good and bad, and maybe more or less of one or the other. I have no idea. But, you know, it's just reality. I have accepted it. And, I also accept that it may turn into something that scares the shit out of me. Or kills me. But I've just mentally accepted that I'm on this path. We just have to be on it, But anyways, I have a feeling that we have many, if you want my honest thought, my honest thought is that we have many, many, many happy years left as a human civilization with the assistance of AI. That is what I honestly believe. I don't think that it'll kill us off immediately, perhaps way down the road, but I believe that it will do a lot of good for us for a long time. That's what and you could call me a naive optimist. You know what? A naive optimist is how I prefer to exist. So yes, maybe so. But that's what I honestly believe. It's also going to take a lot of jobs, definitely. But we'll see how that goes. I would be one of the first jobs that AI would take. Content creation, YouTuber. I am nothing. AI can take me immediately. So I'm just letting you guys know. I'm trying to be self-aware about this and understand it, from a realistic perspective. So. It's already doing it. That's exactly right. Okay. What do we have for giveaway tonight? We have 4 knives in 2 groups. And the reason we haven't done the 20 new pouches thing is because the big giveaway is coming up. Oh, you can't monetize AI channels? I didn't know that. I don't know how long that'll last. My strategy has just been to accept whatever's coming and just ignore it and just keep doing exactly what I'm doing. I'll do what I'm doing as long as I can, and when I can't do it anymore, I can't do it anymore. I mean, what are you gonna do? There's for example, right now there's 1,200 people in here who want to watch me. I don't want to sit around and worry about what AI will or won't do with me in the future. I just kind of want to do this because this is what I like to do. So anyways, we're not doing the 20 pouch group again because we'd have to halt it in the middle. Because next week we have the big giveaway. So tonight we have 2 groups. There will be 1 premium knife and 1 budgety-ish knife per group. So both winners will win a budget knife and a premium knife. Group 1 and Group 2. We draw two winners tonight, 2 names. If you have not done this yet, by the way, I'll give you time to do it because I need to check on the kiddos. If you have not done this, you have to do this. How to enter, link in the description. You must go to the description and leave your comment. I'm going to give you a chance to do that while I check on it. I'll be right back, and then we'll draw the 2 names, okay? All right. We got the iPad ready to go. 2 winners tonight. A reminder to everyone, I do have Patreon, and on Patreon just today, or wait, not today, yesterday, I uploaded the monthly Patreon exclusive giveaway knives. The link at the top of chat there. $1 tier, there's 1 entry for a premium knife. The $3 tier, there's 2 available entries for 2 premium knives. The $5 tier and up, 3 entries for 3 premium knives. Much better odds there, obviously. If you want to join my Patreon and get a slew of premium benefits, including private Discord, private buy-sell trade, private monthly like channel updates, stuff like that. And I also do private knife sales there. You can join for as little as $1 a month and support this channel. It's at the top of chat there. Those are all separate giveaways. I will draw for those next Friday, so you have plenty of time to get in. But if you want to join my Patreon, you can do that, and you'll have those every month. I'll do separate giveaways on Patreon every single month. So if you're $5 a month, you'll always have 3 giveaways to enter on top of all the free weekly giveaways that I do on YouTube. So if you want to support this channel and get in to all of that, it's available there at the link at the top of chat. For tonight's giveaway, of course, tonight's giveaway here, what you're watching right now, this is completely free. Doesn't matter if you're not even subscribed to this channel. If you're here and you did the instructions on the square, you're entered. So let me load this link up real quick, and then we will get the first winner, okay? Oh, thank you all for 7.8 million views in December, by the way. The channel totaled almost 8 million views in December. Thank you very much, guys. That's very cool. I appreciate that. There we go. Sorry. Slow loading. This is Metroid, I believe. Okay, here. Oh, I'm sorry. We usually refresh the page. What is this? What is start page? Okay, let's get rid of that. No jackpot tonight, so you can ignore the other link. There's the page refresh. There's your entry video right there. There's the link. We're going to filter duplicate users. That's what's on right there. And the first winner tonight. Bless America. What in tar nation? Seriously, what? Did I not enter a link? Oh, I did. It's because I didn't get the YouTube comments. Oh my God. We're still messing this up in 2026. Sorry, guys. Almost 1,300 people in here right now, so 1,300 to 1,400 comments. 1,368. The winner is... This is a crispy tune. Skylar Trippin. Thanks, MC. You're a king. Hoping I'm blessed tonight. Skylar Trippin right here. So, gentleman looking into the... Actually, that's actually a badass profile picture. He's pondering in a forest with beams of light. At least it looks like that. Everybody else, shush, please. Let's find Skylar. Skylar, make yourself known. Let's trade scarabs. I have 3. Come on, Skylar. Make yourself known, bud. I have top chat up. Hold on. Oh, he is here. I got you. I see you. All right, Skylar. You're the only one who gets to pick tonight. Group 1 or Group 2? He's here. He's here. Yeah, I see you, buddy. I see you. Group 1 or Group 2? It's up to you. It rhymes. I know. Oh my god, the lag. We're all communicating in the past. Yeah, he was quick. He was like, right, he was right there. It's group 2. Skylar wants group 2. Okay. Heavy one right here. Light. Oh. The Pokemon from Kaiser. A real sharp one here. This is the budget knife that you want. AEBL steel crossbar lock. Very fancy. Copper hardware with that nice, almost like a deep ocean blue aluminum. Actually, a super classy budget knife. Very good. Very good. Was a big fan of this. Did a review on it. You guys haven't seen it yet. It's upcoming. A very nice knife. No idea what the heck it has to do with Pokemon or why it's called the Pokemon. Doesn't really matter. It's a cool knife. The other one here, I know what it is. I just can't remember the name of it. Extremely ergonomic premium EDC. We have the beautiful texturing and flame tiger stripe on this guy. We have, I don't know if it's going to say it. Does it say it down here? It is CPM 20 CV. Absolutely phenomenal ergonomics. You have a front flipper and thumb stud opener. Gorgeous action. Very good. I have a review on this guy on my channel. I just can never remember exactly what the name of this is. I think these are about 200 to 220 bucks. Is it the Taurus? Okay. Really nice knife, though. Congratulations. Really, two really nice EDC knives. One premium and one budget. There you go. Congrats. Oh, that's not a frame lock. There we go. I'm going to put these back in the pouches for now. You'll get as much as I can give you with them. Sometimes you get a pouch, sometimes you get the box. It just depends on what I can fit in that small flat rate box, because those are expensive. I always ship priority, and it's whatever I can fit in those boxes. So please email me, Skylar. Please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the two you want. You can say the Kubi and the Kaiser, and that's good enough for me. But make sure that you give me your first and last name, your shipping information, the two knives you want. And don't worry if I don't email you back until Friday of next week, okay? Because that's normal. That's when I do my shipping. All right. Final winner of the evening. Bless it. Zoom out. Where's the thing? Pick a new winner. There we go. Second winner. Here we go. Eternal Vigor. He's got a really nice looking spider there. All I know about pocket knives is I learned from watching Metal Complex. Best re-education ever. What a nice comment. Eternal Vigor should be really easy to spot with, in terms of evolution, one of the easiest to recognize things on Earth. A spider. Your brain instantly understands what that is. We should all be able to find him very easily. Eternal Vigor. Announce yourself with vigor. Come on. I like spiders. Oh, he's here? Hold on. You guys all saying he's here. Vigor, you can spam. I want to find you. Green name. I did. It's No, it's top chat. I believe you guys. At this point I'm just verifying just because, out of habit. Eternal Vigor, just type caca poo poo pee pee, whatever you want. And many times in a row. Or live chat, I'm sorry. It's set on live chat, not top chat. From top chat to live chat. Why am I having such a hard time locating this guy? Oh, hold on. I just saw it. God dang it. I went right past it. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Just bear with me. There he is. I got him. I got him. I got him. I found it. It's just for personal. It's a brain itch. I gotta see it. All right. Just, I know I'm irritating. I'm trying to be thorough. Please understand. Thank you so much, Eternal Vigor. I found you. Now, everybody shut up and look. I was about to say shut up and let him pick, when I realized there's only one set of pouches to choose from. Okay, you guys don't have to shut up at all. Here's what he won. Heavier, lighter, yeah. Oh, it's lighter. The premium one was lighter. Artisan cutlery. We got the honeycomb pattern here, carbon fiber inlay, a really cool lock bar insert that's attached from underneath. Almost like a rupee from Legend of Zelda. Beautiful. Same pattern here for the blade. We have an S35EN blade. Very cool opening hole there. Super smooth. Incredibly lightweight. Thumb studs as well. And actually a front flipper. Very thin, very lightweight. Excellent cutter there. You can flip the pocket clip over to the other side if you are a lefty. Lock bar insert, all that. What the heck is the name of this? I always forget. There's the designer logo right there. Somebody in chat will tell you. Beast. Yeah, there we go. Super cool. Really awesome EDC knife. Probably about 200 bucks. And then your budget knife is the Wild Species from Remet with this absolutely insane layered, I think this is layered G10. Yeah, we can see the layers in there. So this is the budget one. Beautiful ergos, inlays on the thumb studs, 14C28N. Really nice flat there. Super durable, liner lock, all that. Really cool. You can use the thumb studs or the front flipper. My favorite part of this knife is definitely the ergos. The ergos on this are absolutely amazing. Really cool. So, there's your winnings there. I think the Remet is 60 or so. And this guy's about 200. So congratulations. Those are yours. Please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the two knives you won. You can say Artisan Cutlery and Remet, and that'll be good enough for me. But I really need your first and last name, your shipping info, and the two you want. And make sure you don't leave out the 87 in my email address. I get a lot of people missing that. They try to hit me at metalcomplex@gmail.com. Make sure that that's all in there so it goes to the right place. I will get back to you no later than Friday of next week with everything. Remember, if you want to join for those additional giveaways and be a part of my Patreon and Discord community at the same time, there is a link at the top of chat for my Patreon. If you want to support this channel, I will use your money to buy knives for content. That's what I'll do with it. But if you want to get in on some giveaways and some really cool community activity, I would recommend joining my Patreon. Linked at the top of chat. Thank you so much. Shout out to all my current patrons. You guys are amazing. Shout out to my Discord community. You're also amazing. I've said many times, and I say it all the time just so people know, like that's where the channel budget comes from. It's literally Patreon. The Patreon supporters create the budget, and if I don't use the budget for the month, I roll it over into the next month. That way, I'm buying things that I cannot acquire automatically. Like if a company or a retailer is not willing to send it for free, the Patreon budget allows me to access things that are interesting, that are otherwise unobtainable. That's what keeps the core of this this channel going. That's what allows me to cover things that you might not see on other channels. So thank you so much to patrons. Oh, my bad. Lee Ward. Maybe I did misunderstand you. You misunderstood me earlier. Marvel is desperate to bring RDJ back. RDJ isn't desperate. My bad. I made a whole comedic show of that, and it was based on my misunderstanding of exactly what you said. In that context, it makes perfect sense. Considering their position and their, everybody's absolute disgust at what they were doing, it makes sense that they would want to bring him back. Sorry about that. That's my fault, and I owe you an apology. It makes perfect sense what you're saying. And yes, I agree. That was my fault. My bad. Yeah, man. I should have known. It's Lee Ward. My bad. I didn't even read who you were. I just automatically was like, what a ridiculous take. I should have just read your name because your comments are always completely rational. I didn't even do that. That's my fault completely. If I'd have read your name, I'd have been like, hold on. I got to reassess this. I'm clearly reading this incorrectly. That was my fault, dude. My bad. My bad, Lee. My fault. When this live stream ends, please timestamp this where I admit that I'm incorrect. He gets justice for his comment. Please timestamp this so that everybody who watches this in the future understands that I was being an idiot and an ass. Please timestamp it. Sorry about that, Lee. Gosh. Please timestamp Lee's retribution. Please. I do like you, Lee, and I see you a lot in the comments, and I'm really sorry that I misunderstood you. I'm saying I missed the lives, I guess. Hey, is there any way we can get a cool helmet logo for Patreon members? Also, what did the boys win tonight? So the boys won. That's actually a really cool idea. Let me look into that. Let me see what I can do for Patreon members. I'm not sure how I would implement that, but let me figure it out. This guy here from Artisan Coloring, kind of the honeycomb. I think it's called the Beast with 2 E's like B. S35 Vienna Titanium. We also got the Remet Wild Species with the really crazy multi-layer G10. And then the other two were I forget this one again. It's a premium KB or Kubi titanium front flipper. And then the other one was, I think it was a Pokemon from Kaiser. So they each won roughly $250 to $275 worth of knives. Pretty good. I mean, all stuff that's fun and flashy, but also like very EDC oriented. I think everything I gave away tonight was very like, you can definitely carry it. Let's give away some memberships to people who are hanging out. 475 people left. Here are 20 memberships that will be distributed randomly, paid for by me. Thank you so much. Is next week Friday or Saturday for the big giveaway? Good question. I'm trying to catch you before the chat rolls up. I'm planning on doing it on Friday. But listen, pay attention to the schedule, like the upload schedule in the middle of the week. There will be an upload this week. If I plan to do it this week, you'll see an upload that says, it'll probably be clickbait, honestly, because that's how, it's going to be flashy. You're going to want to click on it, but it'll be all of the entry stuff. It'll be the details, the date and time, probably this Friday at 8:30. There's a chance it'll be earlier. It's going to be a long stream. It's going to be at least 2 hours because I have I think 10 knives to give away, okay? Let me tell you, the prizes are going to be crazy. You're going to want this stuff. Yep, you've got a chance at multiple knives that are worth close to, if not over, $1,000. Lot of valuable stuff given away. So, but you're going to want to be a part of it. It's going to be a good time. Probably Friday. You can also pay attention to my community tab, my Patreon, and my Instagram, which I will constantly update people on. If you don't hear it from me, you'll hear it by word of mouth. I got crazy stuff, guys. I got crazy stuff. I've got something for everybody, all right? This is me giving back. I want to give this stuff back to you guys. This is stuff that channels or retailers and knife makers have donated. Obviously, they promote themselves, but at the same time, they do it because I have a following, and I have a following because of you guys. So you guys should get the stuff. So that's the whole idea. I benefit, the retailers and makers benefit, and you guys, a few of you, benefit. I think this is worth doing weekly, but when I can make it big, I'll do it big. And this is an opportunity for me to do it big. So next weekend, we're going to do it big. That's right. We do have a mirror polished Buster FG from Wicked Dream who did that by hand. Somebody will win that knife, and I do have it. Oh, do I have it out here? I think it might be upstairs because I was playing with it. Hold on. Ah, it's right here. I'll share one knife that'll be a part of this giveaway. Wicked Dream did this by hand. This is a unique custom Civivi Vision FG. Trying not to get a fingerprint on it. It's actually really easy to deploy. I just don't want to put a fingerprint on it. This Civivi Buster FG was mirror polished by hand. Same with the liners and internals. And then I think he dyed the scales. So this will be a... yeah, it's a Buster. I keep saying Vision. It's a Buster FG, my bad. But yeah, this will be part of the giveaway. So I'll show you just without, like, you know, making it like, oh, I don't want to touch it. It's very easy to deploy. Somebody will win that. There's probably about $200 to $300 worth of custom work in that thing. This says, this is what the box says. To the person who wins this, congrats. Always be kind and loving. And I messed this up a little bit. I touched it with my greasy fingers. Aloha from Wicked. You'll get that box, I promise. Okay, guys, I gotta go. It's time to watch a movie with my wife. I love you guys. You're all amazing. Thank you so much to my Instagram followers, my Patreon supporters, my TikTok followers. Thank you so much to my YouTube subscribers. Thank you so much to people who don't like my channel but watch it anyway. Thanks to people who don't even subscribe but watch it anyway. Whatever. However you choose to engage with my content, thank you for being a part of this. You're all wonderful. I legitimately cannot wait to give away awesome stuff to you guys next weekend. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Saturday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.